Straight buck valid in a place to be. If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all the be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Fight the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow, that be marvelous. My whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious. You really wanna party like that? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands where my eyes can see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's got some space here. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Samaje Pirine, 73 yards. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now Wilson on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Down the right sideline. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mike Williams, 50 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run it now with Gray. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now Wilson back into his end zone.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Wilson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there. Try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that,
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Wilson.
Pickens on the slant.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Wilson's throw brought in by Austin.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now it's Wilson.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Warren.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. On the give, it's Warren.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Warren.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Chiefs 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They run it with P. Ryan on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC.
From the 43, here's second down and 1.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, P. Ryan.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here's second down.
Mahomes now to throw.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
But he's picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. This is 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Finding Washington. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warren. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up,